Hey guys, and welcome back to Tales by Moonlight. Yeah, it's the third episode, or it's the fourth. Well, welcome back to Tales by Moonlight, guys. Today's Tales by Moonlight is a slightly different approach to the norm. Instead of doing a live stream or a live show, we are having a video, so to say, a sit down video. But yeah, nothing spoiled. The only thing is I'm not live with you, but it's still the same vibe, still the same energy basically. So welcome back. If you're coming by for the first time, I'm Virtue Grace. If you've not subscribed, kindly click on the subscribe button, and when you do, tap on the bell. Okay, that way YouTube will send you all notifications when I post a new video or I do a live stream. Well, today is not a live stream, but it's a video, right? So thank you for subscribing, and if you're coming back, thank you guys for always coming back. You guys roll with me forever. Thank you guys so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. So today's show, it's interesting. You know, a lot of interesting things happened this week, and I was like, why not? We're always here to talk about it all. So yeah, the first one is something that literally turned Nigerian internet upside down this week. Like one of the days, you know, the life of a story doesn't most times go beyond 2 days, max 2 days, and people gradually move on, or something else happens and everybody's attention is divided. So this story is the story of a Nigerian actor, a Nollywood actor, Yul Edochie. So for those of you who do not watch Nigerian movies or are not familiar with Nollywood is the third largest movie producing industry in the world, and it is here in Nigeria. So you have a lot of drama from time to time, like real life drama by the actors or the players in the industry. So this time around, the person who was, you know, serving us the drama, or the person who served us the drama this week, was Yul Edochie. And Yul Edochie is one of the sons of legendary actor Pete Edochie. So what really happened, we just woke up one morning and we saw a post by Yul Edochie introducing his son to us, and also, you know, acknowledging that he had a son with his second wife. And everybody was like, wait a second, did we just hear second wife? How? Because Yul Edochie is actually married. He's been married for years. He has about I think 4 children, beautiful family, very, you know, beautiful. And you know why the whole story really got the kind of attention it got is Yul Edochie has actually been in the forefront of, you know, preaching about being married to one partner. He has in the past come out to actually acknowledge his first wife as the woman who stuck with him, you know, through thin and thick and thin, whatever. Like where he had nothing, the woman was there with him, you know, supported him all through, and how much he loves the woman, and he has a beautiful family with, you know, her and all. And everybody was like, yes, that's good. He's actually an example to young people. You know, he has always also been vocal about a lot of social issues in the country. Basically, he's always on the right side. So this time around, when he came out, you know, people were like, how, and they pounced on him like it was crazy this week. He trended for a whole day or two. Like everybody was roasting him, like calling him names, making memes about him, just literally attacking him and criticizing him for betraying his wife. I don't know what actually made it more interesting again, or why it even got the more attention it got, was the fact that the wife came out and, you know, commented on the revelation by her husband, like, may God judge you both, like judge the husband and the current second wife. You know, a lot of people were surprised, like the woman didn't even know about it based on the comment she made, you know, publicly. So people went about like also accusing Yul Edochie's family of knowing about that and not saying anything. The family also said they knew nothing about it. The other brother said they actually discouraged him from doing something like that. He went on. Like the stories, like he actually even went ahead and has paid the second woman's bride price. I'm one person to not jump on stories when they break like this, because I always try to like assess or evaluate the situation. If I were in this person's shoe or in these people's shoe, how would I have reacted, or how would I have made sense of the situation? And that's how I'm able to assess things. So me, basically, it's most of the times questions that I ask myself. And one of the questions that I asked myself was, who is to blame in all of this? You get married to a woman who you claim has been there for you through thick and thin when you had nothing. She has given you amazing children, a peaceful home, which you have also acknowledged. So what made you go out to look for another woman and also have a child by the woman? Who is to blame? Is it this man who has clearly neglected his marital vows to his wife and has gone out in search of another woman? Or is it the woman who knows that clearly a man is married, but he still goes on to be with this woman? Who is to blame amongst these two for a story like this? These are the two questions I asked. The third question I asked was, should polygamy be encouraged in Africa? Because Africa, traditionally, polygamy is a norm. Like, nobody frowns at it. My maternal grandfather had 7 wives, so I'm familiar with polygamy. But polygamy in modern days is something that we really need to talk about. Like, it's a whole conversation on its own. But I asked the question, like, should polygamy be encouraged? Because in olden days African society, people had more than one wives, and depending on the man's wisdom, the man's wealth and ability to manage the home, most of the times the marriage worked, they had children, but sometimes it didn't work. So should we go back to the status quo of letting men marry more than one wives to avoid these stories of, oh, he's married but he's also having some extramarital affairs? And it's just a whole lot of conversation that we can have in terms of this particular topic. So what do you guys think? Should polygamy be encouraged? But then what happens to the place of the church? Because a lot of Africans, a good percentage of Africans, are actually Christians, and in Christianity it is not allowed to marry more than one wife. So once you get married in church and you're a Christian, you are bound to that one partner. Even divorce is not encouraged in the church. So what happens to the place of those people in church who get married in church but still go on sometimes to have an extramarital affairs, and sometimes end up with a child out of wedlock while they are still married to their partner who they wedded in church? So it's a whole lot of conversation around this topic, but the truth still remains that this is happening. Like, things are happening. How do we address this? Because the truth is, the people in the marriage get hurt one way or the other. Like, if the man goes out to cheat and have a child out of wedlock, the woman gets hurt, and vice versa. And then another dimension to this conversation is the fact that most of the times, well, in Yul's case, he was roasted by Nigerians, but most of the times when men commit adultery or have extramarital affairs, they are excused because they are men. But if a woman does it, the woman comes under heavy criticism. So how do we address it? I know that in Africa, patriarchy is such a big deal, but how do we move forward? Should polygamy be encouraged? What then happens to the place of those who get married in church, or the place of the church? Drop a comment. What do you think? What's your opinion about this? Okay. And just before I go, Yul Edochie actually has responded to the heavy criticism he received from Nigerians, and I think from Africans generally, because he's a celebrity, and for people who watch Nigerian movies, they know him. He's popular, he's a big actor, so a lot of people had things to say even from outside Nigeria. So he responded. He said, well, he didn't know that he could trend, like he could break the internet like this. Like, he has been involved, he has been acting, giving us good movies, nobody really paid attention to him. He's been involved in a lot of activism, social causes trying, to contribute his own voice to things that really matter, but nobody paid him attention. He has declared that he's going to run for presidency of the country. Nobody paid him attention, but this particular story, everybody was on him. So like I said, so did you do this to get attention by hurting your loved one? Is that the best way to get attention? But what do you think? Like I said, drop a comment and let me hear your opinion on this particular topic. We are moving on to the next one. This one really sweet my blood, because you guys know how much I love Burna Boy. Like, the love I have for Burna Boy, it be like the love I get for beans and Garri, because beans and Garri is the food I don't joke with, and I actually can compare that to the love I have for Burna Boy. Burna Boy is an amazing, exceptional talent, and he just keeps proving it over and over and over again. I just can't help but love Burna Boy and talk about Burna Boy. And I'm talking about Burna Boy because he has been trending for the good reasons. Of course, this time around is not a bad reason. The only time Burna Boy gives me problems is when he goes on his Twitter rants and he's fighting with one person or the other, or he's saying things that I'm like, oh Burna, no, I don't have to defend you. You shouldn't make me have to defend you on the internet. But yeah, this time around he's trending for good because he sold out the Madison Square Gardens, and everybody, the concert was amazing, like epic. We saw excellence on display, and I actually streamed it, so I felt like I was there in the arena, like live. It was an electrifying performance, like 2 hours plus, and it was like the show should never come to an end. The live band was top notch. Like, Burna Boy gives us reasons to actually hail him as the giant of Africa who he has claimed to be, and there's no disputing the fact. His excellence, his attention to detail, his commitment to his craft is just top notch and is worthy of note, But the truth is, one thing you guys need to understand is Burna Boy comes from a family of excellence, and that's the secret that many people do not know. I'm sure a lot of you know, but if you might not know that his mom is actually his manager, and his sister also is one of the persons on his team very strongly. I think his sister is his costume designer and a very influential member on his team. Like, they work together to make excellence happen, and his mom is an excellent woman. The mom also comes from a family that is well knowledge in the field of music. Burna Boy's paternal grandfather was actually Fela's band manager and a renowned music critic in Nigeria. So they understand the business of music, they understand how to make excellent music and make a successful business out of music, so it is no surprise. And Burna Boy's mom was also one of Fela's dancers. Like, she used to perform on stage with Fela. That's why most of the times, if you notice, when Burna Boy has his live concerts, you see his mom backstage dancing and also doing her thing, which she loves to share. Mama Burna is an exceptional manager. There's no saying the obvious. She's an exceptional manager and a good businesswoman. She's experienced. She understands what it means to be in the music space and to make a business out of it. And by making a business out of it, she understands that it has to be excellent in order to command the global attention. And I'm not taking away the fact that Afrobeat is actually the rave of the moment. Everybody is consuming Afrobeat and all, but Burna Boy is actually privileged, or should I say blessed, to have an excellent manager who also happens to be his mom, and his family working with him on the team to make everything excellent. And his band, the Outsiders, is excellent. No, let's give it to them. They are excellent. I'm not a music person per se, but Burna Boy's music is one that has really captivated my interest and my attention, because I just see how excellent he is at it, and how much he sings about issues that are really important and pressing, things that we should talk about: social justice, advocating for good governance. And I hear a lot of people say, or comment on social media, that, oh, I don't understand what he sings most of the times, but I love him. The truth is, he mixes Pidgin, Yoruba, and Nigerian nuances in his music. But if you get to have someone interpret his songs to you, you'd understand that he doesn't just sing for the sake of singing. He sings about things that are important. And for me personally, that's why I love Burna Boy's music, because it's so relatable to me as a person, and I'm sure a lot of his fans all over the world would also attest to this fact. And I mean, his voice, Burna Boy's vocal range is top notch. Like, he performed for 2 hours plus, and it was energetic. Like, only a few artists will pull that off, honestly. Only a few artists. But yes, that is Burna Boy's secret. His mom, his sister, they are excellent people working behind the scene to make it happen. So when we rain all the accolades on Burna Boy, we should also always remember that he has a team of amazing professionals working with him, being led by his mom and his sister. Like, women are pulling it off. And that brings me to another point, that a lot of people always say, oh, I won't do business with family. Doing business with family is not good. But Burna Boy's family is showing us that it's actually possible to do business with family and be excellent and successful at it. I'm not saying it's always going to work for everybody, but maybe we should have a rethink and not just generalize. Like, if it didn't work for you as a family business, it might work for another person. So again, I would say to each his own, and if it works for A, it might not necessarily work for B, but it is not completely impossible to do business with family, because Burna Boy is doing it with his family and they are excelling at it. On that note, I want to say congratulations to Odogu. I call him my Odogu, and Odogu is a word that is used to hail someone, like someone powerful, someone influential, someone to be reckoned with. Basically, it's an Igbo word. Okay, so yeah, Burna Boy called himself Odogu, and of course you are Odogu, my Odogu Burna. Congratulations, keep flying the flag high and keep representing Africa in this positive way that you are doing. I love you so much, Burna Boy. Mwah. Okay guys, now we are done with Burna Boy. Our story, this one, hey, wahala, azin. Hey, the kind things where they happen for this Nigeria, especially this Lagos that we are living. Things are happening here. Sometimes we make jokes and say Nigeria should be on Netflix, like as a show, and it is true, because every single day new things happen. We woke up one morning, there's a video of this particular guy who goes live on Instagram and have guests coming to like share stories, opinions, or things like that, and just seek general opinion from the public about it, maybe problems. So on this particular one, this lady called in on the show and was like, oh, she has a friend.
So my best friend got this dog last year, and she is so attached to this dog. We never used to understand. We will go for dinner, expensive dinner. She will not leave the restaurant if she has not bought takeaway for that dog. So this day now, I went to her house, and we now just said we drank, we watched a movie, and then I went, finished, and I left. I had driven for like 15 minutes and realized that I forgot my wallet with my ID and everything. So I decided to go back. I went back now, and something just told me to try the door. I opened the door, and my friend's door was open. I went upstairs. She could be what I saw. The dog was licking her vagina. I entered. I did not even know what to say. But now the problem is, her boyfriend called me 2 weeks ago, and we're doing ring shopping for this, my friend Chifobi. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just carry on. We are planning her engagement party. I don't know if now
who has a dog, and this girl has been getting something from the dog. I don't want to go into the details. And how did she know? There was a day she went to the friend's house and they spent time, and eventually she left to go back to her own house. But on the way, she remembered that she forgot something at her friend's house, so she made a turn back to the friend's house to go get what she forgot. And when she got to the friend's house, the friend's door was open, so she just as a friend, she just went in, and then the friend was not there. When she got to the friend's room, I think upstairs or so, she saw the friend getting something with the dog. Like, they were getting it, they were having it. I was like, So why she brought the topic up was because the friend is actually about to get married. Like, they're actually planning their wedding very soon. So her question was, should she go ahead to tell the friend's fiance that this is what the friend is doing with her dog, or should she just mind her business and let them get married and then let the man eventually find out by himself what the girl or his wife by that time does with the dog? So a lot of people were commenting. Oh, some people said, mind your business. What's your business? Let them get married and let the guy find out himself. Some people were saying, oh, tell the guy. So it was a lot of opinions, and I was like, for what? Like, things happen in Lagos. Like, Lagos is just a whole country on its own. Like, the things that happen in Lagos, like, let me sit very well. Let me sit properly. Do you know, since this thing happened, a lot of people have been coming up to say a lot of things. Oh, it's a norm, like it's not a new thing. And like in this same Lagos, like a lot of people have been saying a lot of things. And trust skit makers now, they've started making skits about dogs.
Make I warn you down. You hear me, sir? If I see you near my babe, maybe I come out. If I see you near my two of you now. If I see you near,
You know, like, it's crazy. Now, if you own a dog in Lagos as a single lady or as a married lady, you're already a suspect. And to think that I have been contemplating getting a dog. My interest in actually getting a dog started when a few weeks ago I was at Mira's, and Mira's neighbor had a puppy, and the lady was not always around, so she left the puppy unattended, and I just like had compassion on the puppy and started taking care of the puppy. And eventually I fell in love with the puppy. Like, you know, these furry puppies that are very adorable. I'm one that I've never had a pet in my life, not a dog, not a cat, no way, but dog. After like dog sitting that particular puppy, I started thinking that, oh, dogs are actually amazing pets that one can have. Like, I felt so drawn to the dog, and then I've been contemplating getting a dog. The only reason I have not is because I travel. You guys know I travel, so I was thinking, when I travel, who's going to take care of this dog for me? How will I do it? Taking it to a dog daycare is going to incur more expenses and all of that. So those are the things I've been struggling with in my mind, that I haven't acquired a dog. And then this story broke. I was like, oh, so I would be a suspect now if I get a dog and I live alone. So if I go out with my dog, or if I post my dog on social media, I'll be a suspect already. So that's the difficult situation that we single people have found ourselves in, and especially dog owners. Even married women now, they are suspect. Like, if a married woman and you have a dog, you are suspect already, based on this story. You know, this is coming after the Dubai incident and story and all of that, then this one, and so it's just crazy. And a lot of Lagos girls have actually come out to, you know, make revelations about this whole dog something. Like, some of them are saying, yes, we do it like it's money, 1.5 million naira, 2 million naira, you do it and you have your money.
I don't, what's the big deal there? I only slept with a dog. I did not. You, in your life, you've done worse. And besides, have you seen 1.5 million naira before? Just like as if it's a big deal. Huh? I only slept with somebody, and mind you, I'm not infected nor anything. Do you get? So stop dying on the matter. I'm enjoying the money.
Like, some of you, have you seen that kind of money in your life? And I'm like, the desperation, guys, like the kind of things that my fellow African sisters are willing to do just for money. It's alarming. It's not amazing. It's alarming. Like, what's the way forward, guys? What's the way forward? How? Hey, that's the story. What do you think? Like, have you ever heard of this kind of thing in your country or in your state or wherever you are? Like, what do you think about this? Drop a comment. Like me, I would like to know. I would like to hear your opinions and your comments about this, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you think? Like I've said, drop a comment. And if you're coming for the first time, you've not subscribed, this is Virtue Grace. Kindly click on the subscribe button, okay? And when you do, tap on the bell and select all. That way YouTube will send you all notifications when I post a new video or I do a live stream. Remember, our Tales by Moonlight is usually a live stream that we have on Sundays at 7 p.m. GMT +1. Today we are having a video because you are going to find out very soon why, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching, for sharing, for dropping a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay safe, healthy, below abiding. I'm Virtue Grace, your African storyteller. Bye. Mwah.